Hello everybody and welcome back to BI Navigation. Moving on from the basic principles of account mapping in the last video, we can now look at a real world example where BI Navigation Limited's chart of accounts looks something like this. They're all the sort of things that we would kind of expect to see. The nominal ledger structure comes with some general ledger levels, so that's kind of taken straight out of the accounting system for BI Nav, and they're what you might expect to see. So we've got profit after tax, we've got profit before tax and taxation, we've got gross profit and expenses, and within that we're then looking at the various types of sales that this organization makes. Remember, we sell retail things, we export things, we repair them and we wholesale them. And then the further columns, levels 5 and 6, break that down even further. But that doesn't tell the whole story. If we look at just the gross profit bit there, we don't get any total sales figures. So we need to then extend the chart of accounts information with the yellow headed columns. And in those columns, we can map absolutely anything we want to. So in the first section here, we're mapping statutory turnover. You can see the blanks here for internal sales. Internal sales are not turnover, they're just a transfer price between one department and another. And we can see all sorts of breakdowns of the turnover there, and the gross profit, and any statistic we need or any number we might need in the end Power BI report. We just map the ledgers up and Power BI will do the rest. Running across there, we've also got information for cash flow, mappings for cash flow, which broadly would be, if you think of a cash flow as profit before tax, add back depreciation. Operating cash flow is a very, very simple example. We'd list all the accounts other than the depreciation accounts in there, and that number would be generated. Similarly, we have, if I just clear filters on this, similarly we have a wages analysis. Some of our wages are reported in cost of sales here. Some of them are in the main expense section. So we can bring all those together into a nice analysis. So basically anything that you need, summaries of, reports for, over and above the basic management accounting, profit and loss, turnover, gross profit, expenses, can be mapped in here. And once we create the report page, Power BI will do the rest. So moving on to the report page, we can see we've got quite a lot of columns in here, and we'll talk in this video about the first couple of 3 and then focus on the rest of this page or this tab in the next video. So we can see we're following pretty much what I did in the basic template here, where we have a report line. The report line relates to the numbers in the ledger map that we've created, and as long as these are unique, we can in Power BI map these through, create a relationship with these in Power BI, and that's fine. Don't worry too much about the ones with space in at the moment. We'll talk about those at a later point, but we can see that the sort of things we want here are absolutely here. So stat turnover here, if I come back to this map, stat turnover here, are all the ledger codes here. All those make up the turnover, so gross sales less discounts. And whilst those might be short codes, they're not necessarily what somebody would want to see on the report. So this is what gets displayed, gets sent to PDFs and so on. If you take if you take BI Navigation's template and use this, these lines will auto format as you create them. And once we talk about the formatting, that will become clear. So in the next video, we're going to move on to some of the other columns in this report to talk about what they do and how they generate and format the numbers and help with the slicer generation in the end result. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to talking about this report design more in the next video.